All right, here we go, guys. You've seen by the title now, you've seen by the teasers on our socials. Episode 5, Snap, Hold, Kick, with our very, very important guest today.
It's gonna be a banger. If you're anything of a hockey fan or you're on social media following TSN, you're gonna know these guys instantly. They're really great guys, and I think they're gonna do a really good job today.
Yep. I did a little thing with them last season. They came in and tried to catch a few punts from me, so I'm super excited to work with them again today to see what we've got going on. So without further ado, let's get the episode started.
To be completely real, it's been a crazy 2 months for us.
Literally, like we're up to episode 5 already.
Yeah, man.
Halfway to 10.
I mean, it was just kind of the seed of an idea in January. You were driving from Kentucky, Oklahoma. Yep. And you called me, and like on these 8-hour drives, you get delirious.
So delirious.
I know it well because I drive from Boston to Toronto for school and everything back in the day. And you said, dude, we should start a podcast and call it Snap, Hold,
Look
Kick.
at where we're at now.
Man, I would have never expected it.
It's crazy, right? So, working with one of the biggest podcasts in Canadian sports.
Yeah. We got to obviously thank our sponsors. Feed the Fam. We're wearing them right now. If you use our code SHKMember20, you get 20% off your order at feedthefam.ca. We also have to thank our producer, Mazen
Media, baby.
Best in the game, like hands down. He's been a huge help for us, and we'll also have his information below.
Right. Following on from last week, you gave a bit of an insight into how you got here. Obviously, we both have very unique stories and how we made it to the level that we're at right now. So I think I'm going to run everyone through a bit how I got here.
Yeah. It all started in a small town called Bendigo.
The galaxy far, far away. So yeah, it all started in a small town not called Bendigo. It started in a small town called Namurka.
Oh boy.
Yeah, give that one a go.
Yeah, Namurka.
Yeah, Namurka. I grew up living with mum. Dad lived in Bendigo, so I was back and forth between the two. I vividly remember it was my birthday weekend back in 2020. I was home for the weekend and I was watching the Seahawks play on the TV, and I watched Michael Dickinson punting, and I was like, damn, I reckon I could give that a go, because I was no good at Australian football. I grew up playing that and I was no good at it, but I could kick the ball a decent way. So I remembered one of my old Australian football teammates, Corey Dunn, had gone through this academy, and he's gone over and he was actually playing college football at Iowa State, the Cyclones. Power 5 school. So I jumped on his social medias, had a bit of a look through, and saw that he went through an Australian kicking academy called Pro Kick Australia. So I shot him a DM, and they rang me on the 1st of May. I'll never forget it. Rang me on the 1st of May. I was out for a run, believe it or not. I know.
Back then he was athletic.
Yeah, back then I was. So I took the call, went down for a workout the next day on May the 2nd. And that's kind of where I was introduced to the world of American football. I'd never watched a game before. I'd only watched like little snippets. I'd never sat down from start to finish. And I trained with them for 18 months. And then I was lucky enough to receive a scholarship to Eastern Kentucky University on Halloween weekend in 2021. And they said, look, we love your film. It was great chatting to you. We'd like to know if you wanted to commit. And I said, yep. On the spot, let's go. So that day pretty much changed my life. I was working at the time, and then rolled around to February of 2022, and I was on a plane flying out. Flew over to the US, bit of a whirlwind trip. I left Australia where it was anywhere from 35 to 40 degrees and landed in Chicago in February, where it was minus 15 degrees. I was in shorts and a hoodie.
Sunscreen on your nose.
Yeah. There actually happened to be an ice storm that day, so we had to drive from Chicago all the way down to Kentucky. I made it, had a tour of the facilities on the Friday. Saturday, Sunday, I spent getting used to my accommodation, and then all of a sudden, Mondays I was out in workouts, and we were running gases in the snow, and it was freezing. I'll never forget that.
Sounds like college football.
And that was it. That was the start of my college football career. So first year had a bit of a rough year. We played our first game at Eastern Michigan University. First punt, I shanked it, which is good. I had a rough old first year. I think I averaged like 36.8 or something on the year. It was very, very hard work, kind of adapting to it. The first game that I'd ever watched from start to finish was at Eastern Michigan University. The first game I played in was the first game that I'd actually seen the opening kickoff and seen the final sign.
You still don't know anything about football.
Still don't know anything about it or how it works.
Just punting and special teams.
Pretty much. So went into my second year and really kind of put the head down and tried to play a little bit harder and definitely developed a lot more. Had a new special teams coordinator come in, and he kind of just gave me the reins and said, look, I don't know how to kick a football, but you do, so just tell me what you want to do and we'll do it, which was really beneficial. Played in front of 41,000 at Cincinnati, where the Kelsey brothers went, and then Bearcats. And then the next week played at the University of Kentucky in front of 71,000. So it was quite the whirlwind of the first 2 games.
That'll get you used to it.
Yeah, went through the whole season. My family actually came across for senior day, which was cool. Graduated, barely, and that was kind of it. I thought that was kind of the end of my pro career. And then towards the end of the season, I had a few scouts come and watch me at practice, which was just surreal. I remember the Bills came one day, and the player ops guy came up to me and said, hey, the Bills are here today to see you. And I was like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
For sure they are. Pro day rolled around, and like all NFL scouts do, they gas you up, and like they're like, hey man, like super solid day today. Like we'll be in touch. We'd love to kind of like discuss things more. And then never heard from them again after that. So
everything happens for a reason.
That's pretty much what happens. Went back to Australia after that and kind of thought that was the end of my career essentially. And, you know, I had a great one, and I was forever grateful and blessed to have that career. And then one day, just out of the blue, I got a phone call from Saskatchewan Rough Riders, and they were like, hey man, if we draft you, are you coming? And I was like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to be a Rough Rider come global draft time. And I was sitting there 1 a.m. watching the global draft from Australia. Sask had the 3rd pick, and I think they took a D lineman, and I was like, all right, they've got the 12th, like that's going to be it. And then all of a sudden, with the 7th pick, Toronto Argonauts
swooped in.
My name popped up, and I just sat there and was like, what? So I refreshed the page, and sure enough, Jeremy Edwards.
You must be happy though to go to Toronto versus.
Bro, I didn't know anything about Sask, and one of my good buddies is there, Joe Couch, right now, and he said it's the coldest place on earth, and I was like, I thought this was the coldest place ever.
Maybe rivaled by Winnipeg.
Well, I haven't been to Winnipeg yet, so
Arctic tundra.
I'm terrified to go to those places, but yeah, man, it was crazy. My phone rang. It was my agent. He was super stoked for me. Then my phone rang again, and it was the coaches and the GMs here at Toronto. While I'm talking to these guys, my phone's just nonstop ringing from my mum. She's just blowing my up because she's watching it back home, and yeah, it was just surreal, man. I couldn't get back to sleep. I remember I had work at 5 a.m. that day, and I was just awake the whole time and rolled into work all crusty-eyed, and told them, I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna have to put in my resignation.
So let me ask you this, because I feel like for Australian punters, your path is pretty normal. What would you recommend to a young punter out there about how to, you know, get to the pros and how to get to where you're at?
Honestly, like just consistency. Everything has to be, you just have to know that every time you go out there with the ball in your hand, you're going to do the exact same thing over and over again. Like, as we've talked about countless times, consistency is key in our game because we don't get that many opportunities, so everything has to be perfect from the get-go. For any of those young punters out there, consistency in your drop, consistency in your swing, just repetition. Do it over and over and over again, even when no one's watching. Like, that's when the important stuff happens. Like, when you're by yourself and you're just doing ball drops in your room, like, or you're working your steps down the hallway as you're walking, like, from one end of the house to the other. Like, that's just what you have to do over and over again to ensure that everything is sound and you have the utmost confidence in your head that you know exactly what's going to happen when you go out there.
Both of us have taken a long time to get to where we are. You know what I mean? And that's a long time and a lot of reps.
Yep.
Right?
Lots of reps. Definitely a wild ride, but we made it. We made it to here. Here we are. Thriving city of Toronto.
Roll the credits.
Roll the credits. That's it.
Today we're going to talk about the kicking ball. Okay?
It's not really a concept, is it? It's kind of like, it's an aspect of our game that differs from offense and defense.
Right. So the kicking ball, this is actually something that's become popular on social media lately, is you see all these videos of people breaking in footballs. Yeah. Right? And it's something that people didn't really know was a thing. When you pull a football out of the box, it's going to be very waxy. It's going to be very, you know, like kind of rigid.
Like that, almost like
a tack on it.
Yeah, like sandy, tacky kind of feel to it.
So what all positions do that handle the football, including quarterbacks, is going to treat the ball, basically. So the standard practice is, you know, some people like to heat the ball up. Some people do the wet towel first, take the opposite side of the brush, get the stiples and everything down so it's smooth, taking the tack off there. A lot of the times what you'll see is to loosen up the seams, we're pressing that ball against the ball against the surface, right, to break up the seams and everything. Specialists do it a little bit different. It also depends on the league that you're in. It's usually up to the discretion of the kicker, I would say, or the punter, depending on seniority. I mean, I think the long snapper kind of gets the K-ball, that's what they're called, the kicking ball, the K-ball, and kind of just does what he has to do with whatever ball the kicker or the punters want. But in the NFL, the way it works is pre-game, each team will get 3 footballs, right? And then the equipment staff will have an hour before the game to break in those footballs from fresh footballs to be able to be in a game quality or game condition, right? So those guys are going to town in the equipment rooms, getting the balls ready, scrubbing them down, breaking in the seams so that the kickers and the punters and the long snappers can use them and have the ball that they want.
You also go to town on your balls in the locker room pre-game too, don't you? Actually, in the news lately, that rule has changed. Now, equipment staff will get the balls the day before the game. And they'll have a whole day to work on it.
Even better.
Yep.
If you could, honestly, in the CFL, it's not like that. It's not.
No, that's just in the NFL.
Yeah, you'll get a football and you can bring it to the refs or the officials before the game. You write K-ball on it, and that's your kicking ball for the game.
Yep.
You also can have like 5 or 6 of them that the ball guys in the game are going to cycle through. But ideally, you want a football that, like in the CFL and on our team, we like to take a football out a couple weeks in advance and really break it in, really get it kicking well and snapping well and
feeling soft.
It's a science in and of itself.
That's pretty much it. That's how you break in a football and get it ready to kick. You've obviously seen our guest. We have got BarDown Sports from TSN on today. So let's go over and meet him.
Oh yeah, really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger.
All right, guys, welcome Thomas and Luca, the media moguls from TSN's BarDown. Wow, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for the intro.
Thanks for having
Pumped to be here.
So, as you guys know, when we have our athletes on, usually they put us through a workout on field. Today, with the hockey background, it's obviously a little bit different. So we're going to cut to a clip of us traveling over. We're going to be on the hockey rink, so we'll see how we do on the ice.
All right, you got your skates up real tight? No? It's okay. Just breathe and just be silky, you know? Have a good celly, you ready to go? Good celebration? All right, Eddie. Sit. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys, here we are on the ice, getting ready to do a little bit of a workout. Jeremy's going to be joining us in a second.
Slow and steady. Don't come to the
Hey, why don't you take a seat?
Oh, God. I'm nervous for him. Oh, not the one knee. The one knee does not seem like to be your best bet.
Welcome, everybody.
I think Jeremy has a prototypical build of like a top-paired defenseman. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Yeah, I'm a both-handed.
Okay. Kind of like an old school
Sports hockey player. I don't know if we've ever seen that.
I see some raw potential that we can maybe extract out of him today.
Yep.
You're being too nice. I think you're being too nice. You should start with just a little bit of stick handling. You know, you've got the stick.
You're good at that.
Yeah, you don't have a stick yet, but we could get a stick in your hands maybe. But we'll do some stick handling just up the ice, some light stick handling, and with a shot on net. Just to start off really.
Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Like I said, he hasn't been on the ice in 27 years,
26 years
26 years.
and 348 days.
Yeah, I got a birthday coming up. Oh, wow, it's coming up. Cool. Let's do it. We each grab a puck.
Yeah, hockey! Hockey, woo!
Let's go. Here we go.
This is the extent of my skill.
The stick handling even through the pucks. Go on and take a shot on that. Okay. You want to keep your hands nice and soft, okay? Just like you're snapping the football for game refuel, okay? So just be very delicate with the puck. Let's go right into that. Just a little bit. Yeah, okay, yeah. Jeremy's going. Red Jeremy's going. Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God! Go! You gotta get a redo of that. There's a nice little breakout pass out of the zone. Perfect. Those hands. Scaring you to that. Yeah, don't worry about this. Don't worry about the timing.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah. Just focus on the one on the mistake.
Holy guys.
Like I could be in Make-A-Wish fan if we are.
You can stay. You think you can score from here?
Guys, you all left me. You all left me. Oh! I suck. How the fuck you go? Let's go. Let's go.
We'll turn this into a little competition here.
Okay, sure.
Do a timing thing. So you gotta go through the pucks as fast as you can, score a goal. Whoever does the fastest wins.
My feet hurt so bad, dude.
That's what not skating for 10 years does.
Bro, these are worse than cleats.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Breaking skates in is the worst feeling in the world.
Are you guys socks or no socks team?
Socks.
And I have to wear long socks.
Yeah.
Can't wear short socks when
I've
I don't
heard
give a
that
shit.
the pros, they go no socks.
That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Because they like to, I say a lot of dumb things like that, so.
No, it's not dumb. Like, I just think it's dumb because I'm just like, your feet are gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, they don't mold to your feet though.
You buy them and you put them in the oven, but like not like the oven in your house. Like they have an oven at like Sport Check.
Yeah.
And then you put your feet in them and like mold it to your feet.
These were $39.99 from Play It Again Sports. You too can get yourselves skates like me.
Don't you wanna grow up to be just like me?
Sponsor us, please.
Ready? Oh God. 5-12.
Oh no, I already lost. Oh no.
Me too. We'll start it over. We'll start it over. Lost right now. Okay.
Ready?
I'm the. There you go. It's going in. There it is. 658. That's pretty good. Like you got through the stick handling like really quick.
Quinn Leafs jersey. That's why I suck to live.
It was an embarrassing display of stick handling by me. I'm supposed to be maybe good at this. Probably not.
You need this though?
Huh?
You need this?
You what? Water leaks in it. No, that I saw someone for that last week. Yeah. That's actually the place I went. They're great.
Make it sure. Hey, sponsor us.
Crossbar 3 points. And you get 5 shots.
Goal is 1 point.
Goal is 1 point. Poster crossbar 3 points.
Oh! There's 3 points. 4. 5.
Wait.
20 points.
This is where I stay for the rest of my ice career. I could only go in circles.
Oh, dude. 1 point.
Can I get some more hit on those?
Post. Wrong post.
Hey, 5 for 5.
5 points is good. That's a good score. As the honorary Canadian of this show, I feel like I need to do this for us, for our honor. Ready?
Draw a shot.
Four. Second place, I think.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
You know, he's going for the glory. That's okay. I was just tapping him in.
All right, Luke is up first.
Okay.
Is it? Ready?
Oh, that was nice. That was a nice shot.
Hey, comes the post.
Hey, do you like how he's feeding you, or?
Could have been a little better, I think, but
Dude, I think you have some notes here.
I feel like I was changing the pace with every pass. Like I would do one soft one and then that was a little harder.
I have no
Wheelhouse.
I have no right to say anything I'm saying right now.
Oh, power. Smashing that. I needed that. That was great. That was so great. Like, those were, all of them were balls sent to one, but a couple of them hit the bar and went in.
Maybe that's like what I need to do is I'm that kind of player that just sits there.
Your Ovechkin's ready to go. Oh, you're getting under that thing. You're getting under it.
Did you say I'm Ovechkin?
Yeah.
Silver up. Ovechkin? Yeah, probably.
You guys got something in common.
Something like that.
Good shooters, you know?
We're both balding. You know? Okay.
Oh, that was a bad pass to start. Oh, that's a horrible pass. Keep taking these farther back. I got one more, right? Yeah. I passed in that far. Oh! I have a worse showing. You beat me again. I think so.
Give us a position at BarDown, huh? I want the hibachi bench and all right,
Let's get over grills.
he's gonna give us a ranking, all right? Come here, buddy. There we go.
Okay.
Well, fellas, what do you think?
You know what? There's a lot to work with, truthfully, with both of you. I think Adam, I think you gave up on the game too early. I think your one-timer lends itself. I wouldn't go as far to say as Ovechkin. Maybe like a Patty Laine.
Okay.
Let's get some power play time for sure.
I know who that is.
Jeremy's got to get to the front of the net.
Yeah.
Body. He can do some damage in the corners.
He's just gotta hold on to the keeper when he can't.
Yeah.
Just hold on to the post or the goalie.
But
And
hey, if I'm in a 7-game playoff series, I'm taking you for the power play. And I'm taking Jeremy to send a message, maybe set the tone earlier in the game, maybe drop the gloves.
Yeah.
I think if you're
His jersey over their head.
Like a Kachuk Brothers formation type.
Yeah.
I think if you're in a 7-game series and it's 6-0, then you put me in. Then
If Australia's ever in the Four Nations, I think you got to get out.
bro, if Australia's in the Four Nations, we are.
rating out of 10, I think first row is stick handling, obviously. So like, I'd say a 6.
Yeah.
That's a solid 6.
That's fair. Based on the performance I gave.
I think that's a solid 6. Okay. Stick handling for you, I think the puck never left the stick, so
Until it was going in the back of the net.
Yeah.
and it went in the back of the net, 1 for 1, and you retired.
Yeah.
So anything less than a 10 is insulting to you, and then
Obviously. See?
shooting now.
What's that really good guy? Sydney.
Sidney Crosby.
Yeah. Better watch out, Sid. I'm coming for your spot.
The shot was impressive. I'm gonna say 8.5.
Yeah.
8.5 on shot.
You beat me twice. So
I think
I'm not very good. Like,
today was I had to prepare for today. Today I got here an hour early and sat in the car, and my girlfriend confirmed that, and I listened to Sweet Child of Mine on repeat. That was my war. That was
Your
my,
war song.
That was my war song when I played hockey. So
okay.
yeah, I think that makes sense. Thank you.
I think that's good stuff.
great job today.
Hey, thanks guys.
Make sure send it out on the ice.
Yeah, this is a blast.
I think now we're gonna go back to the field, huh?
Let's do it.
Do a little special teams.
All right, we're back. I hope you all enjoyed that hockey experience for us. I know myself, my ankles still haven't recovered. Still in a lot of pain.
Good.
You guys did your best. You guys got the build for like a first line left winger too, and just
Yeah.
you got a lot of potential in you.
I don't know about.
I know some of those words. So now it's time for our turn to take the spotlight. So we're gonna run through a couple of drills here. I think I'm gonna go first. We'll do a bit of punting, and then Adam's gonna take over, and he'll show him how to throw up between his legs.
All right. I know when we talked last time, or when we were here last time, you were also giving us punting tips.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm a little rusty still, and I don't remember those punting tips because I've got nothing going on up here.
Excellent. You're gonna do both. The position of the ball is your middle finger runs across this seam on the other side. So you want the laces on top like this. Middle finger runs across the seam, and the thumb kind of splits this through here.
Nice.
So that way you have nice control of it. You can like keep that nose nice and straight, and you want to drop it as flat as you possibly can. So it should just be like you're putting it on the table. Perfect.
What if you have small hands that can barely
What do you
hold
think,
on to the
Brad?
ball? I can barely hold on to the ball the proper way right now. My hands put a second
Twist
hand.
it a little bit so it kind of rests on those.
Oh, okay. That's
And then when you
better.
drop it, think about like dropping it nice and flat.
Okay.
Honestly, just Gaber.
I mean, it's not bad.
You had the spiral.
That's not bad.
Off your foot, had that nice little spin.
I know it didn't hit any of my toes though. I'll tell you that right now. It hit right here. It did not touch my toe.
I mean, that's a strong part of your foot, so we don't mind that at all.
The soccer background here, I think, is gonna help.
Okay, you got that nice spin too.
I don't think I hit that like up here like that.
So you guys are dropping it a little bit too close.
Okay,
So we're gonna drop it
farther.
have it out a little bit. Ideally, you want to set the ball nice and early. So as soon as you have it, a nice way to go is from here, you have it out, and then you just swing straight up through it.
Again, I didn't.
Sounded good.
I got it here. I gotta fold it out even farther, I think.
So for that one, you hit the back of the ball, and it kind of buckled like this.
It's
So you need
crazy
to
how
kinda-
you can tell where I hit the ball
Yeah.
based on because the spiral and the trajectory.
I'm really good at telling what you did wrong with shanks because I kicked them a lot. So it's like when there's a good ball,
Yeah,
I have really no idea because I'm not really that good at it.
you're the best one.
Oh, not good.
Adam didn't even want to try and catch that.
Yeah, that looked
was-
like it would have
I-
kind of hurt me. You said I'm overestimating him a little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
We're beginning to see that a little bit.
I can understand why he hasn't caught many.
Exactly. So yours is your hand. So you've got it over the top like this, and as you're dropping, it's kind of coming down.
Okay.
And then it's causing it. I want you to have it like a bit more on the side to the bottom, and then we'll kick through. We cut that one out, by the way.
He caught it too.
Oh, you caught it?
That's the one he caught. Where I'm supposed to get it though.
So yeah, as you step, you come to here. So it's important to keep it out because you want it to be in the same position every single time, so your brain doesn't have to think about it.
Out here.
Yep. But Matt, that nose comes in. So
Yeah,
nose
nose
like-
11
like
o'clock.
this. Yep, perfect, just like
okay.
that. And he caught him.
Finally kicked that with my toes. There you go.
That wasn't bad either.
Okay. You guys are getting it. The pointers are helping here.
So this white line, where you got to kick it from. You just got to kick it before that white line. You got 3 kicks each. Whoever can kick it the furthest. Nice straight swing. There it is. What'd you catch that on? 45.
Not bad. No hang time though. No hang time at all.
Here we go. Oh boy.
Get that nice club.
40. Okay. Not bad.
It's in a 42 and a half
The
pound.
spiral's consistent.
Oh. 45. I tell you what, the fellas are equal. You guys were catching the punts. I believe you're all tied at the end of that too. We had to have a tiebreaker. This is it.
I think most competitions we do, we're usually pretty close, so this makes sense.
10-yard line. Vancouver. Great Cup.
Need a good punt to get our defense a good.
We're up by 4.
Oh,
There's 15 seconds left. They're sending the house. They're sending the house to block this bad boy.
no! That's the worst one. Oh!
It's about a 37. That's a 37.
No! Don't forget where to hold it.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I mean, he's got it done. That's about a 38. He's got it done by a yard.
No way!
Listen, that kick was absolutely but we got it done. We got it done.
That kick was absolutely
I think I hit that right here.
Nice work.
Thanks for the lesson.
No problem. As soon as you guys figured out where to have it and everything,
Yeah.
it was perfect. You guys had a run, which I think you guys will have in like maybe like 10 years of
10
practice
years,
and that kind of stuff. Like,
My best years are still ahead of me athletically.
yeah, exactly.
We're just entering our way on.
Doing a lot of running around out there. Okay.
in your shape for the off season over here.
This isn't like, see, this is like a power position. You know? All right, cough.
We discuss this every single episode. Like, how physically unfit we are as athletes.
I
Do you know what a long snapper is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like yes.
Yeah. What do they do?
They snap.
Send the ball and then they block and then they go make a tackle down the field.
What do you mean? Well, when
The first two
it
parts are
comes to
true.
me, when it comes to me.
Adam's
Hey,
more of like a
see-
traffic cone out there. He kind of just directs traffic.
Today we're gonna do field goal snaps.
Okay.
Okay. So the average distance for a field goal snap is usually 7 yards.
Okay.
Right.
That seems
So-
doable.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that far. Like a punt snap is 15 yards, but it takes a little bit more touch. I'll just demonstrate for you guys real quick. Jeremy, you wanna go 7?
I'll always be curious about that tip.
And then the scene back quarterback ball.
Oh, that operation is smooth.
There you go. Okay.
That is a smooth operation right there.
So, what are we thinking about with the field goal snap? It's really, we want it to be in the same target every time. So where his hand is usually where I'm trying to snap the ball.
Yeah.
The speed isn't something that we really worry about because we're not trying to gun the ball back. That kind of messes with the holder and messes with the kicker a little bit. The most important thing is the laces. So I need to know how many rotations I'm putting on the ball so that when he catches it, the laces are out and he could put the balls
So
in.
that's actually more on the snapper than the holder with the laces.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's something that I never.
I thought it was on for the holder to
yeah,
get
to
it,
like
turn it.
wherever it is,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to do it.
The holder can do that. Like
Yeah.
has the skill to like if for some reason like it's a
not.
bad weather game or something, he could get the laces around. But we're gonna start with just doing some basic snapping.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, right? The basic grip. You're gonna hold the ball like you're gonna throw it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got that nice pocket underneath there. Okay. And then you're gonna take your guide hand. You're gonna place your middle finger down the seam like that. There you go. It's kind of an awkward position. And then what you want to do is kind of turn your hands over like this, so that wrist is locked and loaded right there. There you go. And then extend those arms out. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you guys throw overhead to me like this.
Oh no, that's gonna spiral at all. Jesus.
Okay, so you let go of the football.
Oh yeah.
You want your hands to be evenly balanced. So okay.
Spitting with one hand.
No. Oh yeah, there we go.
Just better.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like a soccer throw in, but you're spinning it.
But remember the grip on the ball. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Remember the grip on the ball.
Ooh, there you
Yeah, that's better.
Brett.
In basketball, I'm not good at basketball at all, but I remember them telling me like you put your hand in the bucket, right?
Hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you point to your target, that's where the ball's gonna go. Not bad.
A different rotation.
Not bad. So this is how you guys are gonna be kind of setting up.
Also, Thomas's sweater's really nice.
SHK member 20, 20% off.
Sit back down in there and then hold the ball out in front of you.
Okay.
Okay? There you go. That's gonna be your stance. It should be comfortable. So you can't sit down here.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Nothing about this is comfortable.
There's a little bit of what's called a hitch in snapping, so it's not, you don't want to just drag that ball back.
Yeah, like off the
There's gonna
turf.
be a little bit of a pickup and then bringing the ball through. Just like this. So you can remember this?
Okay.
There was a little bit of this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing. There's gonna be a little bit of this.
You ready? Here goes nothing. All part of the plan.
That's an illegal snap.
Is it?
That's an illegal snap.
Why is that illegal?
Because you went like this. Where you point is where the ball's gonna go.
Okay.
Sit your ass down and just point the ball where it's gonna go.
Ready?
Yep, I think so.
Better! Better!
And now I got a box. Right to pass pro then.
Big, big and low like that. Improvement. I've never seen a snap go end over end.
Gets the job done, you know? It got back there.
It really doesn't get the job done.
So this will be the decider. Just one snap.
Ready? And
Just like one punt, and I
Yeah.
shanked it.
We'll see. We'll
It's
see
not
who does
clutch.
it.
Watch and learn.
Yeah.
Ready?
I love the competitive.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Blink, it might hit me in the nose.
Hey, sit down there.
Make the rest of my line set.
That's good. His stance has just got
Oh, yeah. Sorry, let me just get back to the fundamentals. Improper stance. That's a 5-yard penalty at least.
You're right, yeah. Oh, okay.
It was okay.
Keep going.
I mean, the bar is low.
The bar is down. Down to the floor.
This is for the Grey Cup.
All right.
Oh! There we go.
That's how we do it. Oh, I blew it again.
First time, like, someone told me the right way to snap a ball, and it was just so foreign. It feels really weird.
In 25 years' time, you guys give me the CFL?
So when I'm 55, I'll be the oldest snapping in CFL history. That's perfect for me. I'll need another job at
The
that
oldest
point.
rookie in CFL history.
The oldest rookie in CFL history.
So, a regulation PAT in the CFL.
So what side you all want? Straight on, left, right? We're like
Oh man, I
bang in the middle right here.
used to always miss a certain way when we used to kick.
Used to miss, I think, right. I think I miss right.
Yeah,
I don't
if I
follow-
miss it, it's like golf. I slice it, so I'd miss right. But it's okay. I'll kick
in
from
the middle.
Oh, yeah.
I'll kick from the
We know all about that.
I'm a lefty. See ya.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll kick from down the middle.
Okay, down
I'll
the middle.
kick wherever.
It's
All right, 2 down the middle. I got 2 balls.
And as we understand, no one has done this.
No one has done this.
No one on the show has made this kick, so please, we're rooting for you.
We trust each other. I trust you.
Okay, I trust you. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
And the crowd goes wild.
It's good. The first one. The first one. First one.
Now I feel like I'm gonna.
Let's go! That is huge now.
I'm definitely gonna miss now.
Oh, you're not. I barely got it.
You just made a lot of CFL All-Stars look really bad.
I feel like I'm gonna crush.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was all the hold and the positive affirmation beforehand from our team here. Great operation.
Like, oh, this is legendary.
Yeah.
That leg just
This is legendary. You know what's best in the end? The wire.
Nice
Oh
work.
my god. Dude, I'm not a fan. I'm celebrating.
How about that?
Proof of concept.
Exactly.
This is something we should continue doing on the show.
You don't have to be an athlete. You have to be a TV host to make it in.
There you go.
True.
Make
There
it
you
in.
go.
Well, they have a lot of kicks in, like, they've had past experience, so.
That's true. Well,
Yes.
you guys are now better than Win McManus,
Vars Daniels,
Varus Daniels,
Dejan Brissett.
Dejan Brissett.
And I sit at an office desk 40 hours a week.
There you go.
I want that to be
There
known.
you go.
Tell them.
Hey,
Still
T-Sen,
watching.
these guys need an athlete salary now.
I give
Get
you
married,
rankings.
okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We
At
got
least pay for the wedding.
Giggins not gonna do that.
Trust me.
Sorry.
But we'll always have these memories.
Go fund me.
We gotta give you your rankings.
Okay.
As a punters and a long snapper, so.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty.
Boy, that punters.
We had a couple good kicks in there. The improvement was better than the overall showcase. So
Okay.
we're gonna put you out there as honestly, like, you both pretty much averaged the same thing. It was 1 yard difference. So I think it's pretty safe if we give you both. I'm gonna say a 5.4
Out of 10?
and a 5.5.
Yeah.
You had that
The
1
extra
yard,
yard.
that extra yard, that extra yard. But at the start, it was like a solid 2. So good improvement.
That's
Good
a bigger
improvement.
I'm trying to figure out whether I should add or subtract points for the vertical snap. Great.
Style points definitely went up.
Yeah.
Stop.
I've literally never seen that before. I like the enthusiasm though. I feel like you guys could be coachable.
That's
you know?
what someone says when you sign.
I think I got to copy Jeremy here, guys. I think I'm gonna go obviously 1-to-1 snap competition. Maybe I'll go a little bit higher.
Higher. I thought we were worse of this.
5'7" and 5'6".
Oh, I thought I was getting like a 3 something, and I would have been okay with that.
To get from 0 to 5'6" and 5'7", that's not that hard. But to get from 5'6" and 5'7" to a 10, that's a little bit of a longer road. So that's a little.
10.
I'm 10.
Let's go take a seat. All right, guys. Thanks for taking us out on the ice and giving us a bit of putting us through our paces out there. I obviously was absolutely awful, as you could imagine, prior to this episode. But
Yeah.
you guys obviously weren't much better on the field.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That makes sense. I think as we all predicted.
Guys, can I address the elephant in the room here? I don't have a chair.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there now. I get it.
Didn't realize already. All right, well, I guess we want to kick off. Obviously, it's a little bit of a different guest this week, so we don't have like the how did you get to the football kind of life.
Although we could ask you that question.
We could, yeah. But
What's your plan on playing pro football?
The answer would be short.
Adam gets that a lot too.
Yeah.
Not football related, but anyway.
That's why I'm on the little box.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. So I guess like you guys are obviously big media stars in the world of the sports, and
I wouldn't go
Canada
that far.
with TSN and your show BarDown and everything like that. So I guess if you could go back to Luca and Thomas right when this kind of idea started, would you think that you would be at where you are today?
That's a good question. I don't know. You want to kick us off?
I don't think, like, if I remember when we first, so I've been there a little longer than Thomas has. I've been at TSN BarDown for 10 years now, and so I kind of was there almost at the beginning, and then I've seen this all the way through now, and there were definitely moments where like this wasn't even a thing that was talked about. It was more just like, hey, like I'm working at TSN, like I'm happy to be working at TSN, happy to be working in sports, like this is what I went to school for. I was doing some work with the CFL as well on the side, which like I'm a big football fan, so I always loved that, but I truly never could have thought in my wildest dreams that like this would be the result of it. I don't think anyone could have, honestly. Like I think we all had dreams of like what we maybe could do with some support from certain people, but when we did it, it was kind of just like, let's make one of these quiz videos and see how it does on hockey, and then it blew up, and then we did another one and it blew up, and all of a sudden you're just like caught in this viral kind of thing, and
Sure, yeah.
and now we're here.
Grammy nominated, like that.
Oscar, no, I mean, you don't want to hear my
Where's the
singing.
music?
You don't want to
coming
hear
in
my
at?
singing.
Hey, Grammys and music, right?
Yeah, Gary's in.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
then,
mean,
we
hey, I'll
started,
take the nomination
That's gonna
too.
be-
and then, yeah, we started producing songs
Yeah.
about hockey. And, you know?
That's gonna be a clip.
Yeah.
Oh, you man.
Yeah, I think for me, it's also a little, it's interesting because my pathway to TSN and BarDown kind of started through football. When I was in high school, I started my own little Instagram page called Catch the Blitz, just with a passion
I've
for
seen that.
football.
Yeah.
And that led me to learn graphic design. I actually started at TSN and BarDown as a graphic designer, and I've been fortunate enough in the last couple of years that I've been there to be able to get opportunities to create a lot of great content with the whole BarDown crew that was kind of already there and already established, and just having the passion for football, being able to go to things like the Grey Cup every year and do a lot of fun stuff with CFL players. It's honestly been a dream come true, and for it to happen all kind of so quickly it's been crazier than anything I really could have imagined. So it's just a blessing to kind of get to do this every day and be in this position for sure.
So like, has it always been, obviously you guys are, BarDown is a little hockey centric. Is that the main thing for you guys personally? Is that kind of what you guys are invested in?
I love hockey. I grew up playing hockey. I'd say probably my favorite sport to play is hockey. But for me, nothing beats the anticipation and sitting down, with family, with friends, watching a game of football.
Watching a field goal
It's
operation.
just, watching the snap, watching the
the
hold,
punting
watching
and
the kick. It just, it's love. It was love at first sight for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I feel the same way. Like, I mean, I think because we've worked in hockey for so long too, you kind of, you don't get numb to it, but you do lose a little bit of the joy in it, working in it. And so, like, football has just always been a love. I enjoy playing football more than I do hockey these days.
Yeah.
Some of my first sport memories are my dad taking me to the Sky Dome and watching Damon Allen against Anthony
Same, dude.
Calvillo. And
That was the first professional football game I saw, was in the Sky Dome when
Yeah.
Ricky Ray was playing.
there you go. Like,
Yeah.
those are the, like, I know we watched the NFL obviously as well, and CFL and college football, but like the CFL memories are some of my earliest and my first football memories, and playing for the Toronto Junior Argonauts at St. Mike's. Like, that was my first team. So like, that has always been kind of ingrained in me. And like, although we do a lot of hockey and we're known for that, I always tell people like football is my first love for any sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I didn't know that.
No, it's good to know.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Doesn't show on the field, but so right now, speaking of TSN, there's a new CFL commissioner that's coming in. That's recent news. What do you think, since you're passionate about it, what do you think the CFL can do to like kind of establish, more of a, obviously there's a big fan base right now, but kind of to continue forward and grow?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I mean, we've been to a lot of different cities or different stadiums for games, but right here in Toronto, like you go to an Argos game and you see there's a lot of passionate fans. You drive an hour here in Ontario to Hamilton, and there it's even crazier. So the CFL has a great fan base. I think one thing that's really being pushed right now is digital content. We're all on our phones all day long, and the more and more that we can get the game to a younger audience and showcase the elite athleticism that it has, I think that's great. So things like this that you guys are doing, that's number one on the list of
if you want.
what we need more of. So it's great to see you guys doing this.
We're open for negotiations.
Yeah, showcasing the personality. I think that's one. I mean, we were working hockey a lot.
Yeah.
When we get to work in football with the CFL, it's almost like a breath of fresh air, how much energy the players have on camera and how willing they are to do stuff with us and have some fun and kind of lean into the lighter side, whereas hockey is a little bit more tame and serious, right?
Pucks deep, get the pucks in
Exactly.
pucks in net, and
It's very cliche.
Yeah.
But the CFL's just got to lean into the great personality that the league has, one, and obviously the elite level of skill that the league has as well.
Sure. Yeah. Do you is there high hopes for the new commissioner in doing that, do you think? Like, are you guys excited about the next season?
I think so. I mean, I know like we can, and I'm not going to pretend like I have met him a million times or anything but we've like being at TSN, he's come around, he's been a big fan of our group, which we're very lucky of. But I think just from hearing him talk about football, like he is a football fan first and foremost. And I've just loved every interaction I've ever had with him. And I think people that talk about him always say that Stu is just an even better person than he is at his job, and he's incredible at what he does. And so that to me is always kind of stuck with me for someone who held such a great title and responsibility in the biggest media company and sports media company in Canada. For him to be an even better person and like have a conversation with him and that kind of stuff has always just resonated with me, and how much he cared about the people he worked with. It's inspiring, and I think he is going to be really great for the future of the CFL. And I'm really excited that he's in that position. I truly am.
Well, what about there's the
Incredible answer, dude.
No, I'm really excited. Like, I think a lot of people share that sentiment.
That's the that's Oscar worthy right there. Not Grammy, Oscar.
Oscar.
What about, as you were just talking just then, and like big football fan and like the different media outlets and everything, I just had the brainwave.
Oh God.
This is usually a scary concept. Do you think an all-star game during the spring between the CFL All-Stars and the NFL All-Stars?
Ooh.
What do you think about that? Because, I mean, lots of NFL players come up here and they go, no, that's real ball up in the Great North. Like, it's hard work. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, if we could find a middle ground between the two rules, because obviously they're very different games.
Yep.
If we could find that middle ground and NFL All-Stars, CFL All-Stars come together in the spring, like a little February game or something like that. It's played like somewhere on the border, like the Bills Stadium, Detroit.
Well, when I played like youth football in Canada, we played on a Canadian field, but we played 4-down football.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah.
See, like
So
that, it wouldn't be that far away. That could be pretty cool.
That is a nice mix. I've never heard that idea proposed, honestly, which is an interesting one. There you go. Original thought right there. Trademark it.
it's going that
Hey,
way.
I don't see why not. Anything to help grow the sport in general, because like I think that does, obviously it would do a lot for the CFL, but I also think in turn it would do really good things for the NFL as well. Like, it's professional football at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And every professional I think that more NFL players being exposed to this game would help, I think, how maybe people in this country view this game. Because if you're talking to, and you hear it sometimes with I don't know, I hear it in my friend group sometimes of people that aren't football fans but are NFL fans, and will be like, oh, like the CFL is not the same. And it's like, no, all it takes is watching one game and you can see that these players are on that level. They are on that level. They are incredible players, but I just don't think that correlates sometimes because of the NFL being a multi-billion-dollar industry, whatever it is, and that obviously makes the eyeballs on it different. There's so many different conversations, but I think at the end of the day, it truly is football is football. It is really good football up here. It is elite football up here. There are elite players up here that can be playing in America, wherever, but I just don't know how much that computes to average fans, personally. And that's 100%. Just
definitely
my thoughts on it. But I mean, you guys are in it, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on just that in general too, because you guys play with all of these, you're elite athletes of your own, but you have. I saw you out there today. You're elite athletes of your own. But
check that 40 time.
2.940 insert clip.
Hey, it's okay.
I think when you're in it as a player, you're kind of focused on, your day to day and the things that are expected of you on the field, right?
Yeah.
When I got drafted and came up to the CFL, I wasn't really expecting that. I was expecting more of. Like I was saying, my first game was watching Ricky Ray in the Sky Dome, right?
Yeah.
And I expected a little bit more of involvement in that side of it, the fan experience. And then kind of what I realized was the very first game that I played, me wearing the jersey and going out on the field and giving it my all and being in, the gym and everything that you do as a player is really kind of for the fan. You know what I mean? So when you're a fan and you're a kid, you're sitting there, you want to play the game.
Yeah.
But when you get there, you realize that the kid is having the experience. That's the product that's kind of being served, right?
Yeah.
Which is great because, obviously you're living your dream, you're playing professional sports, but at the same time, it's you're kind of having this full circle moment and that's pretty special. But I think, it's hard as a player again, to kind of zoom out and go from your day to day and just, and kind of have an opinion on, how we should be branded and advertised.
For sure.
Right. But I think the main point of what you're saying, and we can attest to this, is that the guys are in the facility all day. It's a full-time gig. It takes all of your energy and all of your attention. And there's a lot of special players in the locker room, and a lot of special personalities. So yeah. I guess I agree with you.
I always found it funny when you'd see a tweet of someone being I can cover a CFL player, because it's like a diss where it's oh, they're playing in the CFL, I bet I can cover them. It's are you stupid?
Yeah.
Are you dumb? These are the best athletes in the world at their sport. They are playing professional football. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Don't say that, and you wouldn't say that, I don't think, about NFL players, and for whatever reason you don't say that about NFL players, which again, I think is dumb because it's professional football at the end of the day, in my opinion, and it's high level football, whether it's played south of the border or north of the border.
Right.
I could lock up any receiver in the league, NFL or CFL.
Okay.
Let's
flip to hockey, right? Because we got BarDown. We're gonna ask you a couple hockey questions, and then we're gonna have you do something really quick that's hockey related.
Okay.
But is right now the best time to be a hockey fan? After the Four Nations, the Canada-US game, I mean, I watched the game driving home from Boston.
We don't condone watching TV and driving.
Well, I'll say
watching
this.
and driving.
My girlfriend was watching the passenger seat, and I was watching the road. I was listening, and when Canada won, I almost swerved the car off the road.
You were driving
Again,
from Boston.
So you were where the game was being played.
Yeah.
Fake fan.
No. Hey, dude, you should have seen those tickets.
Oh,
so expensive.
Dude, I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't swing those.
Also, given the political climate happening there and things like that, I was at that time, it felt bigger than a game. So
right,
I get it.
So is right now the best time to be a hockey fan, do you think?
I think it's like definitely the Four Nations helped get so many people that had probably never watched hockey before. It got a lot of eyeballs, which I think is great. Something that is great about the NHL and hockey in general that they have it again this year, and it's not really foreign to any other season. And I think it's why it makes it one of the great sports. And the CFL shares this too. Just the parity in the league. Any team can win. Like there's going to be 16 teams fighting for the cup in about a month's time, and genuinely, 13 out of those 16 could very well easily go on to win the Stanley Cup, and people probably wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's such a hard trophy to win. It's such a grueling battle, and the playoffs are just phenomenal. But yeah, with the Four Nations, star power is at an all-time high right now. You got like Crosby and Ovechkin are at the tail end of their career, but they're still doing great things. And there's young stars like Bedard, and then McDavid's in his prime. Like it's definitely
the Kachucks after the Four
Kachucks.
Nations are like the the biggest faces.
Yeah. So it's
the Kachucks.
it's
I
a
want
good
to
time
talk
to be a
hockey
hockey
with
fan.
you guys, but I have to be weary of leaving him out of the
My brain's
conversation.
over here like just the most.
What we're gonna do is have you blind rank. Okay.
Let's do it. I've never been
5
on the receiving end of this.
Yeah,
always
this is always
asked
things we like
people
to think of for other people.
Yeah.
Usually receives as well. You graphic design, we could probably use your help over here a little bit.
What? It's so that I.
Let me just turn the graphic around. Everybody can see how masterpiece it is.
It gives you all the
Nice font.
information you're
Nice
looking for.
clear font.
If it was bad, why would BarDown be bolded if it was bad? It's
Good contrast in colors.
All right. So we're gonna give you 5 NHL jerseys. You got a blind rank.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's do
All
it.
right.
Oh man.
Chicago Reds, and this is gonna be on the screen. We'll put a graphic up.
This is a original 6 jersey. A lot of people think this is one of the nicest.
It's kind of dicey, isn't it?
Yeah, I grew up. They were winning a lot of cups when I was younger. I've never been like a crazy, like I never got the hype that other people have gotten. We're doing 1 to 5.
I'm gonna go 5.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
So last place.
one is the best.
Yeah. I know.
I'm gonna go 4 for mine. I feel like you guys are gonna give us a lot of good ones.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanna.
It's a mixed bag.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh man, I love these. I feel like people don't like
You
these.
already went 5.
I like these actually.
Guy we work with hates them, and like I get it. The original's obviously better, but I'm comfortable sticking that in my 4 spot.
Okay, so 5, 4.
I love the old school one, but I love the duck emblem. I don't know if they got the colors right.
The orange is so ugly.
I don't know if I should go 5 or 3.
What's going on with the copper in the orange?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go 5. I'll go 5.
It's tough.
5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go 5.
And the Blackhawks is the
I had them at 4. Yeah.
Okay. classic Leafs jersey.
It's just a classic. I can't in good conscience put this 1 because I need to have something ahead of it because I'm not a Leafs fan. But
Hasn't changed.
it hasn't changed. It's a classic. The colors are great. The leaf is great. I love the font, the detailing, the patches.
It's like the Alabama football.
Yeah,
Just
a little bit. Yeah.
You see it and you know what it
You
is.
see it, you know what it is. Original 6. I don't know if there were 2 better than this one, so I'm gonna put this at 2, knowing I think I'll put something ahead of it and something behind it.
What were you?
I'm gonna put in my 3.
For your 3?
I'm kind of a notorious
You're
Leaf
holding
hater,
out.
but
You're a Habs fan, so
yeah,
that's
it's like
your
biggest
five.
rival.
Like if
but
you had the 5
you know
spots
what?
still open,
I probably would have, but that's just biased. It's a classic. It's a look that works. Whatever. It's kind of retro. Hasn't seen a cup in 50 plus years, but whatever. We'll put it at 3.
Put it. Oh boy,
To win it
this
on.
is getting dicey.
Oh,
well, this is my 3 because it can't be my 1. Like I'm just hoping for something better than this.
my list has been a disaster. I don't like
This has to be your 2.
Yeah.
I told you
Ah,
guys
man.
it's a mixed bag. You should have.
I'm just hoping that something else is at 1 that's going to be better than this. It's not that I hate it. It's just not. It's not a 3, but I get it.
Okay, and this is your 2.
It's got to be my 2. Yeah, I don't love
Blue
them. though.
Jackets jersey is your 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's tough, man.
Good to know.
Oh, the 1 better be good.
Red Wings.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy with that as a 1.
too.
If there's one decision we've made correctly out of these 5, this is the best one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a logo that literally has never changed. The jersey has basically never changed throughout time other than the logo being off center a little bit. Like,
Knows his stuff.
Oh yeah,
Timeless.
we've done a few jersey rankings before.
Okay.
I was like 20 years old when I finally discovered that there was a tire and then the wing for
Wow,
the
that's
city.
True. Dude, so I was born in Ottawa. In the Sens logo, I didn't realize what it was till I was like 14 or 15. Because I'd just seen it so many times.
What is it?
I was just like, oh, it's just like a mix of shapes and everything. You don't know what it is?
It's a shield with like a
No,
gladiator.
it's like a
behind.
Spartan.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a face and then the,
yeah. You didn't know that?
dude, I'd seen it so often that I didn't realize what it was.
Oh my god.
I thought
just
there
thought
was
it
like
was-
something hidden that
Yeah.
was missing there for a second. I was like, am I about to get my mind blown? I think I knew
No,
what it
no,
was.
you're
Maybe I
not.
didn't know what it was. I don't know.
I was just really stupid about it. Yeah. All right, guys.
I
heard it here
feel
first.
good about that.
Are you happy with how you did?
Other than Columbus being
Yeah,
number
I'm
one.
not really impressed by my performance, to be honest. But
I'm happy with mine actually. Detroit, Leafs, Columbus, Ducks. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. That was a good mix of jerseys.
I went on Reddit and saw what everyone thought was the best and worst jerseys. And people hate the Ducks.
People hate the Ducks.
Yeah.
People hate Columbus.
People hate
Yeah.
Columbus.
And the other three were supposedly classic. So there
Yeah.
you go.
I agree. Completely. Completely.
Aesthetically, you
I know
agree?
the Leafs.
Yeah.
I don't know the Ducks.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you, guys.
End of episode 5.
Yeah.
Halfway to 10.
Halfway to 10. Thanks for having us on.
thank
Yeah,
you guys.
man. Really
No problem.
appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all coming on. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. And what did we say? We said April 4th, 2026.
Yep. Rematch.
We'll be back.
Rematch of the
We'll be back.
combine.
Perfect.
So
We will be
we're
back.
gonna get training. Everyone still watching at home, thank you very much. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Head on over to our Instagram. Give us a follow over there to see all of our information and new news coming out, especially on new videos and whatnot too. Cooking up some exciting things over the next couple of weeks. Got some big ones coming up.
Yep.
Really big
we
episodes
do.
coming up. So
We do.
appreciate you all watching. Head down to the description to find everybody's links through here. Feed the Fam will also be down there. Remember, SHK member 20 will get you 20% off the whole store. So jump on there and grab yourself some merch. We also have our own merch up right now too. So links will be in our link tree on our Instagram as well and down below in the description. All the best for the wedding. All
Thank
the best
you.
for the wedding.
6
We'll be
weeks.
there. We'll be there.
You're the entertainment.
performing.
I heard. Yeah. Oscar and Grammy nominees
Oscar
right there.
and Grammy nominees. That's
Get
great.
them both.
Appreciate it again, guys. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all in 2 weeks.